that's us on the Great Belt Bridge then. It's a proper engineering feat. It's like 20 odd Ks or something like that, long haul in total over an island. It's the most expensive bridge I'll ever cross as well, at about, I don't know, I think it's 70 or 80 quid this is. Oh my god. Never mind, look at it though, isn't it fantastic? Right, well here's today's update live from the sea. So this morning we left the place where we parked at by Middelfart and Fredericia and came out to the coast on a slightly different coast, and we're now north of Copenhagen, and let me just spin you around. So this is where we are. It's a beautiful sea as well. It's so, I'm going to say warm, but it's all right. Now we're parked up. You can see it's quite a busy beach, but there's you can see behind me there's plenty of motorhomes parked there. We're not quite in that front row, but we will be later on, because there's lots of people who have clearly got their canopies out and they're here for the week, whether you like it or not. So yeah, we're going to get one of them later when the cars, there's lots of cars on there, and when the cars go we'll just pull into one of the spaces a car is now and get one of them on the front, and then we're going to stay here for the next 2 days. So we're having a swim in the sea this afternoon, chilling out. I've got a curry to make for tea, a few beers, and yeah, just generally chilling out for a couple of days, and then we're going to go down to Copenhagen, and we booked the ferry as well to get us out of here back to Denmark on the way back in a week's time. So come on, let's have a swim, let's get underwater, let's go. Look, check out the water, it's so clear. Here we are on the front at Tsilvilde. I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. Good lady wife's laughing in the background because she's on a bottle of beer. So we managed to get ourselves, there's us there, you managed to get ourselves a park on the front here in the end, on the front row of the grid. We had to wait a little while. We got here at lunchtime, so we had to park at the back of the car park. We went out to swim for a few hours and paddleboarding, and then by the time we actually come back, you know, there was a couple of spaces here. I managed to spot one, dive straight in it. Felt a little bit sorry for the guy I pulled up next to in the car. I don't know how thin he was, but he had to be fairly thin to get in, but you know, the European doesn't mind that sort of stuff, does he? So there you go, sea in the background, glorious view. I reckon the sea's got to be nearly 20 degrees. We've been in it, good lady wife's been in it 5 times now. Yeah, fantastic. And there's a toilet block here. It's a very small toilet block, it's only got a couple of toilets, and there's one outdoor shower with a foot wash point, but you can get yourself some water from there. So if you've got a watering can, you can get yourself some water from there. Obviously you can have a shower, take yourself a little bit of soap down there, and of course there's that massive great big bath out there, the big rubber dub that you can swim in and clean yourself anytime you want. Guys, I don't mind admitting, but I'm not happy with this level of sand. Look, it's a nice place here at Tsilvilde, but oh my god, we're trying to decontaminate ourselves, but you know, I'm not OCD. Well, I am a little bit, but I'm just not happy with this level of sand. It's like everywhere. Oh. Morning. It's the morning after the storm of the night before. It was quite windy in the night, but it's not too bad now. Obviously that bit of a storm's whipped the sea up good and proper. Our overnight repair seems to have held out quite well. On top of the motorhome, you probably can't see it because I think the sun's shining directly on the top of it, but maybe you can just see it there. But that's not going to worry me too much. That's not going to worry me too much now because it's good and sturdy. So we're going to go and take a ride into Tsilvide, I think it's called, and see what there is to see. I think we might buy a tape measure while we're there so we can measure this roof light and get one on order for when we get back. And also whilst we're there, I think I might buy a roll of budge tape because I've got some at home I meant to put in the van, but you know, just in case we have a little problem with this on the way home, if we do, I'm just going to climb myself up there and budge tape it to the roof totally with a black bin bag over it. So I don't think we will, but there you go. Right, see you in a little while. Well, that's us. We're taking ourselves for a little ride out on one of these. It runs along the side of the railway there, look, you can see one of these special cycle tracks. Me and a good lady. Say hello. Morning, good lady.
Morning.
And we're going to go and ride out to Helsingør, which we don't know anything about, but you know, we'll see what it's like. Come and ride with us down the track for a few yards. Jazz has come over with a fit of the giggles caused by a bin, right? So she's just asked me to come and try a bin. So I bought this old dishcloth which I got out of our bin, right? So I'm now going to... So what do we do?
Put this in. Put it in. Oh, I didn't do it.
That's num num.
It went yum 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 yum.
Hej du, god stil. Yum 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 yum.
That's it, talking bin. Talking bin makes middle-aged woman laugh her head off. It's very good. Morning. It's a bit wild and windy. Yeah, it was quite windy last night. I know what you're going to be thinking to yourself, what's he doing still there? Why is he still there? He's been there 3 days now. Well, if you look behind me, that's the reason we're still here. You know, in Britain, you just don't get to camp. Look, there's the motorhome. You just don't get to camp anywhere like this in Britain. So, you know, and the sea is absolutely glorious temperature. So we just decided we were going to go out to Helsingør, which is 25 miles away, and then we were going to do the 40 miles round to Copenhagen the day after. But in Helsingør we'd have to stay in a lock, not in a lock, sorry, in a quayside, which we've done a bit before already, and it will be in the city. So we just decided to ourselves, do you know what, we're going to stay here. And we cycled like that way up the coast yesterday for, I don't know, 10 or 15 miles back. Today we're going to cycle that way down the coast, see a different town, and cycle through these woods a bit behind us. It's going to give us some good protection. I'll just show you them now. It's going to give us quite a bit of good protection from the wind. So yeah, we're just going to do that and have one extra night here, and then tomorrow we're going to ride up the coast to Helsingør, and as well as that we're also going to see if we can get to a bakery on the way and a Netto on the way, get a few supplies, and then we're going to go all the way around, stay in Helsingør for an hour or two, have a look around, and then go to Copenhagen, where we're booked in tomorrow night for 3 nights. This car park here is massive at the back here. Hardly anybody on it yesterday because it was a bit wild and windy. I don't know how many will be on it today because it's Saturday, but there you go. But you know, the wind has absolutely swept it. This car park was like half an inch deep in sand yesterday, right? And overnight, look at it, the wind has totally swept this car park. The only little bits of sand left are up the side of each one of these motorhomes here. You can see there's a little spit of sand. There's one here by us where it's been sheltered. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Show you some pictures as we go around if I get any good ones, and Copenhagen tomorrow late afternoon for 3 nights. Here we go then, on the cycle route. It's really nice, really pleasant. Guys, we're giving a Hvide a go. I'm going to let you know. There you look, Hvide. I'm going to let you know what this is like shortly. We've done a Rima 1000. That was a bit like farm foods, a bit crap. We did a Memi. That was a bit like Waitrose, a bit expensive. We did a Lidl, which is alright, you know, it's a bit like the UK. We did a Netto, which actually is a lot more upmarket than you get in the UK. So they obviously dumb it down for Britain, and now we're going to try a Hvide. Let's go. So we're just riding our way back towards the beach campsite, and we're about, I don't know, 10 or 12 miles away, and we come past this little place, a Serbo kiosk. Yeah, so there's a little garage, it's a bike shop, and it's on the junction of a road. And basically, what the lady in there sells, she's got a shed load of like, well, I think you call like a little delicious selection. So have a look at this. So what you do is you choose. There's the vegetarian one for me. There's a couple of meat ones then. We've got a couple of cokes for 110 krona. And what you do is you go into the counter. Go into the counter in the shop there, and she's just got loads of them layered up like that, like open sandwiches, and you just decide which one you want, and you put 3 of them in a box for 70 krona. So Ches, let's have you do the taste test then. So I think that one there's first, isn't it? That looks to me like cold cut of beef. What do we reckon? With some grass on top.
Pate. Pate.
So that is actually based. So what's that then? That's brown bread.
I think it's
That's like a rye bread.
Like a rye bread?
Yeah, with a slice of patty on it, and some slices of what looks like cold beef, or even tongue. I think that could be tongue. Right, come on then, get it in your nosher then. What is it?
I don't know.
What sort of meat?
It's definitely pate.
Tongue.
I'm not sure what that is.
That? Oh dear, that looks
It's
like
like jelly.
jelly.
Are you meant to eat it like this?
Yeah.